Begin with a vignette of a timeless moment, a simple kiss between two people, one grounded in self-control, the other overwhelmed by longing. Show how these contrasting approaches to closeness affect the connection. Framing the kiss. Discuss the cultural and symbolic importance of the kiss throughout history. Mention its role in ancient rituals, literature, and philosophy, tying it to the human pursuit of connection and meaning. The Stoic approach. Establish the idea that Stoicism is not about rejecting passion, but mastering it. A Stoic kiss is intentional, virtuous, and deeply present, reflecting one's inner peace and discipline. A personal challenge. Ask the reader, what does the way you kiss say about your inner life? Are you grounded in strength, or do you lose yourself in fleeting emotions? Chapter 1, Foundations of Stoicism and its relevance to closeness. The core teachings. Introduce the 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Explain how these virtues shape Stoic thought and why they matter in relationships. Discuss the dichotomy of control, what lies within our control versus what lies outside it. Applying Stoicism to relationships. Explore how the Stoic focus on self-mastery can prevent unhealthy attachments, codependency, or fear of rejection. Illustrate how living in alignment with virtue makes us better partners, calmer, kinder, and more reliable. Reflection exercise. Encourage readers to write down their current approach to closeness, what drives their actions, love, insecurity, or unexamined habits. Chapter 2. Understanding desire through the Stoic lens. Desire as natural yet dangerous. Explain that Stoicism does not condemn desire but seeks to temper it. Compare it to fire, useful when controlled, destructive when untamed. Healthy versus unhealthy desire. Healthy, rooted in respect, mutuality, and connection. Unhealthy, stemming from loneliness, desperation, or an attempt to fill inner emptiness. Insights from Epictetus. Discuss his teaching that external pleasures should not dictate our happiness. Relate this to romantic relationships where many fall into dependency. Practical strategies. Cultivate gratitude for the present moment rather than yearning for more. Train yourself to pause and reflect before acting on desire, asking, am I in control, or is this emotion controlling me? Real-world example. Share a story of someone who transformed their relationships by tempering their desires, becoming more centered and confident. Chapter 3. The role of self-mastery in connection. The inner fortress. Use the metaphor of the mind as a fortress. Only when its walls are strong can it invite others in without fear of collapse. Marcus Aurelius on self-control. Expand on his wisdom. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Discuss how this applies to the emotional vulnerabilities of closeness. Overcoming fear, fear of rejection. Frame it as an illusion created by misplaced importance on external validation. Fear of vulnerability. Discuss how embracing vulnerability with courage aligns with Stoic virtue. Practical exercises. Daily meditation on impermanence. Reflect on how fleeting emotions are, reducing their power over you. Practice rejection. Intentionally face small rejections to build resilience. Chapter 4. The positive impact of a Stoic approach to closeness, intimacy as virtue in action. Show how practicing the Stoic virtues wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance leads to deeper, healthier connections. Presence as a superpower. Illustrate how being fully present during moments of intimacy strengthens bonds. Share a guided exercise for mindful kissing, focusing on sensations, emotions, and connection without distractions. The beauty of patience. Explain how delayed gratification and restraint build anticipation and make each moment more meaningful. Real-life application. Provide an example of how a patient, present approach transformed a strained relationship into one of trust and closeness. Chapter 5. The dangers of unchecked passion. The slave to passion. Expand on Epictetus's warning. He who is not master of himself is still a slave. Discuss how losing control in moments of passion can lead to regret, hurt, or manipulation. Case studies. A story of someone whose unchecked emotions destroyed their relationship. A contrasting story of someone who, through restraint, deepened their partner's trust and admiration. Practical tools. Develop emotional awareness. Teach the reader to recognize and label their feelings before acting on them. Replace impulsivity with intentionality. Pause, breathe, and ask, what do I want this moment to mean? Chapter 6. Practical steps to becoming a Stoic kisser. Preparation. Train yourself in calmness. Practice breathing exercises and mindfulness. Build your inner confidence. Write down 3 qualities you bring to a relationship. During the kiss, focus on the other person. Pay attention to their energy, responses, and comfort. Savor the moment. Avoid rushing. Let the connection unfold naturally. After the kiss, reflect without judgment. Ask yourself, was I present? Did I honor the other person's boundaries and feelings? Learn from each experience, aiming to grow in virtue and understanding. Chapter 7. The kiss as a reflection of virtue. The kiss without demands. Discuss how giving without expecting in return aligns with the Stoic ideal of selflessness. Balancing emotion and reason. Explore how Stoicism helps integrate heartfelt connection with rational clarity. Daily practices. Gratitude journaling. Reflect on the moments of connection you've experienced. Affirmation. Repeat to yourself, I do not need to be loved to be worthy of love. Chapter 8. Overcoming modern challenges to closeness. The distracted mind. Analyze how technology and constant stimulation have eroded our capacity for presence. Reclaiming focus. Create sacred moments free from screens and distractions. Practice eye contact and deep listening with your partner. Healing through Stoicism. Forgiveness. Reflect on Marcus Aurelius' advice to accept the past and love the present. Rebuilding trust. Use honesty and consistency to repair broken bonds. Chapter 9. Beyond the kiss. Applying Stoicism to lifelong connection. Virtue as a foundation. Discuss how relationships built on virtue endure through trials. Love and reason. Challenge the misconception that Stoics are emotionless. Explore how rationality deepens love, guiding us to act in ways that honor our partner. Supporting growth. Introduce the idea of mutual flourishing, where partners inspire each other to live virtuously. Provide examples of how couples can grow together through shared Stoic practices. Conclusion. The kiss as a gateway to transformation. From the physical to the eternal. Reflect on how a kiss, when approached with Stoic wisdom, becomes a profound act of connection and self-discovery. The legacy of the Stoic lover. Reiterate the importance of discipline, presence, and respect in all forms of closeness. Final call to action. Encourage readers to practice Stoic principles in every moment of their lives, striving to master themselves and elevate their relationships. For more insights into human psychology and relationships, subscribe to our channel for engaging and informative content.